Good morning and welcome back to Biz Vibe. Today, this morning, I am going to go pick up a friend and we are going to be headed our way on up to Black Canyon. We are going to run the first third of the course and I'm going to bring y'all with me to get y'all familiar with the Black Canyon 100K course, and if you're running the 60K, this part of the trail will be part of the race. I'll see you in a few. We started the course a mile or so down from the high school. This road gives people a smooth start, but it soon turns into the trail where a short climb begins on some rocky-ish terrain. It was mostly avoidable loose rock, nothing to get your panties in a wad, but I thought the whole course would be smooth, and the first few single-track miles resembled more of the Tucson chunky trails that I'm used to. Again, it's only for a mile or so before you get back onto more of a Jeep road that's super smooth and decently flat. This part of the course had great views off to the right, and you could see down into the canyon, which we would shortly be descending into. I love the flow of this trail and how the net downhill makes you feel like you could run a super fast pace for pretty much ever. This part of the course was my favorite. Obviously, it's twisty and windy and flows really nicely, and you've got that downhill to just push you right along. The wind in the trail keeps things pretty interesting, but it's almost all crushed gravel, so you don't have to be too concerned with your footing or with the terrain. It really makes it easy to open up and fly. Though it is a net downhill, it wasn't a complete cakewalk. We still ended up climbing about 1,000+ feet up and down on the rolling terrain. There's a lot of dips here and there that add to the total feet gained. Are you going to the bathroom? I will stay away then. Okay, first aid station. After this nice section of twisty downhill, the course evens out for a bit and throws in some short, easy climbs. Climb is kind of an overstatement. They're more like small little rollers. On a 20-mile run, you can hardly notice them, but I imagine they'll add up in a 100K race, especially if you're not careful. After the little rollers and a little bit of in and out of some washes, I really did not notice the net downhill again. It could have been just the day. I had to use the restroom terribly bad from mile 2 on, so I was praying it would be over soon. It is still net downhill, but it seemed a bit harder the last 7-ish miles. There was seemingly more climbing, but again, could have just been the day. With that in mind, I still really enjoyed the last 5 miles or so as we passed the would-be Bumblebee Ranch aid station. The views were killer and the trail continued to be smooth, cutting through the side of the canyon. I love trails like this so much, so I was really digging the twists and turns of the course. Some would say you lose momentum through these turns, which is probably true, but compared to running in and out of washes, I think it's a lot less noticeable and the momentum is not killed nearly as much. Smile!
Mile 22.
We're almost there! I'm finally home. Literally all I have done today is run and drive. Drove to Black Canyon, ran, drove back, got out of the car, unpacked, ran some more. It has finally come to the end of the day and I can finally rest. Really enjoyed the trail. I think it's gonna be a killer 100K. I'm excited for the next 2 portions. I think that's all I've got to say about the trail. I should have said it already in the video. So if y'all enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please like it and think about subscribing to my channel. I will see y'all later and happy trails.